All right, everybody, welcome to day number 6 of DC-CAS Test Prep Strategies. I'm Mr. Athmer.
I'm Mr. Kent.
And we got Mr. Wheeler right in the house. We're in his spectacular robot room, his engineering room, and it is a fun house, and he's going to talk more about that pretty soon. We have linear equations today, but before we do that, we got to get into talking about what this is. Math is applied. You can use math for great things. That's mathematics.
Engineering. Come check them out. Mr. Wheeler, what is engineering club or robotics?
Wednesdays and Fridays, 3:30 to 7.
Awesome. Wednesdays
and Fridays, you said?
Yeah.
3:30, be here or be square. All right, thank you.
Let's talk about math. So why don't we come on over here?
Check out this cool place.
And today we're talking about linear equations. So, basically, on this test, they're going to give you some word problems. It's alright. I know we don't like words that much in math. This is math class. Why am I reading words? But you know what? Math is everywhere. Math is going to be dealing with word problems. So first things first, we got to read it. We got to understand. We got to mark it up. Just like we do in English class. We annotate the text. We do that same in math. So our first things first, just go ahead and read the problem. Jessica's monthly phone bill consists of a fixed monthly fee of $23 and a charge of 50 cents per minute of use. She budgets $35 for her next month's cell phone bill. How many minutes can she use next month? Okay, so once you read through it, get a general idea of the problem, go back through it and mark up the key things. So I am reading through this, the first sentence, which is the blue sentence. Jessica's monthly phone bill consists of a fixed monthly fee. Well, fixed. When something's fixed, it doesn't change. It just stays the same every month. So a fixed monthly fee of $23 and a charge of 50 cents per minute of use. So if she calls, if her phone call lasts 2 minutes, she's got to shell out $1. Man, Verizon's killing her on this. Okay, so she also budgets $35 for her next month's phone bill. So she has a total of $35 to use. And our job is to figure out how many minutes can she use? How many minutes can she use up on her phone? Mr. Athmer, how do we go about solving this problem?
Thank you, Mr. Kent. We have a very nice little system that can take you through a lot of different word problems. We have the what, we have the variables, we have the equation, and we have the solve. It's a 4-step process. We're going to go through each component right now. And I love how Mr. Kent marked this text up. He put underlines. He circled quantities. He made sure that he got his money's worth on this test. That is your test booklet. It's yours. Use it. Write it up.
You own it.
You own it. Sign it. Scribble on it. Doodle on it. It's yours. All right. So our first step is the what. What are we looking for in the problem? What are they asking us to do? And in this case, I'm going to mark everything up like Mr. Kent did, and then I'm going to finally realize that we're searching for how many minutes can she use next month. The key point there is to always look at the end typically with the question mark. That's what it's asking. How many minutes can she use next month? So for my own organization, I'm going to write this right up here under the what. How many minutes can she use next month? And you will have the time and the space to write this all out on the DC-CAS. It's not time. So take time, set this up in the margins or on blank sheets of paper, and make it organized. We can do that. All right, my next step is to define some variables. I love variables because you can name anything you want. You can name anything up here, anything you want. For instance, we have a fixed monthly fee, we have a charge per minute of use, we have her total cost, we have everything up here. Let's make things happen. So Jessica's monthly phone bill. Alright, we're trying to figure out how many minutes she can use, and that will add up with something else to get her phone bill. So I'm going to call that cost, because when I think of a bill, I think of money, I think of cost. So over here, I'm going to make C equal to cost. We have one thing. That's her total monthly phone bill. This makes sense to me. If you want to name it something else, name it something else. Alright, next up, we have, I don't know, a fixed monthly fee of $23. Well, fixed, Mr. Kent said, is always the same. So I don't really need a variable for that. Variable means change. Alright, so we don't need anything there. A charge of 50 cents per minute of use. There we go. So the cost of that minute usage is going to change. So I'm going to name minutes M. How many minutes I use. So M is going to be minutes. And take your time. Is there anything else I need to define? I don't think so. She budgets $35. That doesn't change. All right, I think I'm good. Mr. Kent, am I missing a variable?
No, I think we're good here. So now once we have all of our variables, now we go to our equation, which is going to be the setup that we need to use to solve any problem they ask us based on this situation. So our equation, we're going to have to incorporate our C for cost or M for minutes. Okay? So if we go back to the original question, we know that there's a fixed monthly fee of $23. Fixed means it doesn't change, so the 23 is always going to be, she's always going to have to pay at least $23 every single month. So, you know, I want to find the cost, so I'm going to go ahead and start with cost, and I'm going to set that equal to, well, 23 I know doesn't change, okay, but then I also have 50 cents per minute of use, okay, so I know that every minute she uses, she's going to get charged an extra 50 cents. So I'm going to say plus 0.50. Well, I'm adding because she gets charged 50 cents. They don't pay her 50 cents, which would be subtracting. Okay, so they add 50 cents every time, and 50 cents for every minute, or 50 cents times M. Okay, if she uses 2 minutes, 2 times 50 cents, that's $1. Okay, and so on. So here is our equation, and now with our equation we can go on to get our solution. Okay, and solution, we need to figure out how many minutes can she use next month if she's budgeting 35 bucks. Okay, so if she's got 35 bucks in her pocket, all right, that's going to be the total amount of cost that she wants to spend. She wants their bill to cost at most $35. Okay, we got to set that equal to 23 plus 0.50 times M. Notice the difference. I did 0.50 here. I did 0.50 here. It's the same darn thing. Okay? So 0.50 times M, you may see it written differently on the test. Just remember, you got a decimal point out here. You can write a 0 if you want. All right? Back to our solution. We have number, a variable. We got to solve for that M. So to do that, we basically go back to solving linear equations, just like we did last class. So we're going to subtract 23 first, because right now it's being added on to the M portion, so we want to get rid of 23. 35 minus 23, well, that's 12. That's going to be equal to, well, the only thing I have left is my 0.50 times M. Remember, I'm trying to solve for how many minutes she can use. So I'm going to actually zoom on up here. So I got 12 is equal to 0.50 times M. Okay. Well, I got to find M, but right now it's being multiplied by half. So to undo multiplication, you do division. Divide by 0.5 here. Divide by 0.5 here. These cancel because this turns to 1. And I'm left with M on this side. 12 divided by 0.5. You can use your calculator if you want. But I got my calculator right up here. That's 24 minutes. So, 24 minutes. Alright. So
and
we
that's
know
his paper. He can make any mistakes he wants and he can always change it.
You got it. So my answer is Jessica can only talk 24 minutes on her cell phone if she's expecting to spend only $35. Okay? You have some problems below in your notes? Go get after it. Go blue.